Welcome to the Eden Company podcast with your hosts Techno Viking and Grizz Rage.
Hello everybody and welcome to the first official Eden Company broadcast. My name is Grizz. Most of you know me in-game by the name of Grizz Rageheart. I've got a surprise guest with me today, and most of you know him as Techno Viking. We've got some good news for you. Techno, would you like to tell these people what the news is?
Hey everybody, this is Techno Viking in-game, and I am a new officer with Eden, and I'm in charge of recruitment, and we've been organizing up for the upcoming NMs and patches to the game, so that's me.
Okay, so Tech, let's get into what we're going to talk about in some of these future podcasts. What we're here for is to introduce everybody to some of the news that's coming out in-game and some of the news for the company itself. Okay, so let's get started. And Techno, what do you think of the state of the game right now as far as where it's been, where it's going?
Well, we all know that Final Fantasy XIV had a rocky start, lots of problem with lag and UI issues and difficulty with mob camps and SP gain issues. But what I think's been really good about the game is that SC's heading in the right direction. They've acknowledged all the problems with the game. They've given us 90 free days. They're dropping these 2 patches at the end of these 90 free days that are fixing all the major issues that people legitimately had with the game, or at least moving them in the right direction. And I definitely think that the game's going in the right direction there.
Yeah, I personally think they've definitely, not that they were losing me, but they've gone in the right direction with their way of apologizing to everybody as far as, you know, we're sorry, we know we released an unfinished game, let us make it up to you by fixing the game while you guys still get to play. But it's more like an open beta where you get to keep your characters, and unlike American companies where, you know, we tend to just say, I'm sorry guys, you're just going to have to deal with it until we can fix it. This game, it's more like, well, thank you for hanging in there. As a show of appreciation, we'd like to give you another 30 days. What are some of the patches and stuff that we're talking about? Do you want to let some of the company members know what your feelings are on some of the patches and what's coming for us in the future?
Yeah, that's a really great question, Grizz. That's what we're focusing on right now, as Eden as a whole, is on these patches, and more importantly, the notorious monsters that are coming out. It's really big for us as Endgame Shell. It's the first content we get to focus on. We're going to have open world notorious monsters and faction leave spawn notorious monsters.
And with these patches, do you feel it's more of Final Fantasy XIV or Final Fantasy XI Part 2?
Yeah, I can definitely see the similarities between Final Fantasy XI, but I think that's a great thing, because many of us, probably all of us, have enjoyed Final Fantasy XI one time, and if they can capture that epic feeling of Final Fantasy XI in a new game, Final Fantasy XIV, you know, I'm all in. That's great. That's great news to me.
Yeah, that whole group dynamic and stuff like that is going to be great. I can't wait for it. Okay, let's get a little in here into the state of Eden. You know, again, with the rocky start and how we're doing now and what we're planning for the future. You want to get started on that?
Sure. Eden, we all remember the start with 200 plus members, a lot of excitement, and a lot of us are looking around saying, hey, where did everybody go? Well, that was part of the start of any MMO, and keep in mind that was part of the whole plan. We're now down to about 60 active members, and we are upping the requirements to join and to stay in Eden, and we're really starting to organize and buckle down. We're going to have a semi-large group. I'm hoping to stay around a stable 60 members of endgame focused camaraderie and also good sportsmanship. We want everybody to be good sport out there and not be trash talking out when you're out and about.
If you're out and about and you can't find a party in linkshell, feel free to make your own party. Like, one of the things Techno has mentioned is we had a rocky start with a few people that started their own guild, and that guild is doing really well right now. We can still party with these people, party with the Japanese people, party with everybody, start your own party. Feel free to party with whoever you feel like and have fun. You know, the whole game will end up being fun for you in the long run, and you'll just make new friends. If you find somebody out there that you feel is Eden Company quality, go ahead and send Techno an in-game whisper, post it on the forums, have that person fill out an application, and under their application, why don't you have them recommend you, and you can post something and tell them tell how you feel about that person, whether they were a good player, a bad player, or they listen to directions well, whatever. And this is Grizz for the Eden Podcast. Techno, you'd like to say goodbye, or is there anything you'd like to say to finish this off?
Oh, thanks everybody for listening, and see you guys again.